Good morning, YouTube. Ben here. So I saw this story come across my alerts. I get Google alerts on news stories related to bail bonding, and I have to make a video about this. The headline on the alert is Wanted Man Escapes Lake County Capture in Stolen Car Amid Gunfire. Reading this article, there's not a whole lot of information, but the information that is here is quite disturbing. I'm going to be following this story to see how it turns out. So here it goes. On January 19th at approximately 12:30 p.m., Lake County Sheriff's deputies responded to the 17,000 block of Morgan Valley Road in Lower Lake, writes Pollock. Bail bond agents with a bail bond company, y'all can look it up if you want to, based out of Sacramento, reported they had fired shots at a fugitive that they were trying to apprehend. Alright, that don't sound too bad, right? They were defending themselves, of course. Lieutenant Pollock, a spokesperson for the Lake County Sheriff's Office, writes in a release that Gregory Crumpler, 40, had escaped from apprehension in Lower Lake by stealing the bail bond agent's vehicle. I can only imagine the list of things that had to go wrong for that to occur, but I digress. I wasn't there. Pollock continues to write that the bail agents told deputies Crumpler fled when they attempted to apprehend him. Crumpler was able to gain access to one of the bail agents' vehicles and began to flee the area in that vehicle. Bail agents fired several shots at Crumpler as he was fleeing in the vehicle. Okay, you know what? All bets are off there. Don't care what's going on. If he's in a vehicle fleeing, where does the thought process of using deadly force come in? And if you're gonna say that I was trying to protect my property, you're shooting your property up trying to protect your property, and heaven forbid you hit the guy that's driving. Now you got somebody bleeding profusely in your vehicle. I don't understand what I don't understand. You know, when I say you companies need to stop hiring cowboys because they work fast and cheap, this is the kind of crap that I'm talking about. I don't have to be there. I didn't have to be there to be able to tell you that this situation could have been handled 100 different ways better. I've been in this business 20 years. Not one time have I ever felt the need to shoot at somebody that was running away from me. Not once. I don't care if they were getting into my vehicle, which, let's just say the agents try to say that they had weapons in the vehicle and the weapons could have been used against the agents. Well, when he starts using the weapons against you, then you defend yourself. Not until then. So, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but, you know, these agents are cowboys. If you are so high-strung that you're going to shoot at somebody that's running away from you, who cares if they're in a vehicle? One, vehicles can be replaced. And two, this part of the article, the bail bond agent's vehicle was later located near Oak Haven Road, approximately 3 miles from the location of the shooting incident. Whether you shot at the guy or not, that's probably what was going to happen anyway. You were going to get your vehicle back, probably minus a few gadgets, gizmos, maybe even weapons. That's beside the point. What if you heard an innocent bystander shooting at this fleeing suspect or fleeing person, a fugitive, in a fleeing vehicle, and it doesn't say who the agents are? I don't know who the agents are. Don't care who the agents are. I don't care if these guys have 5 days or 50 years of experience. They have no business doing this job if they're going to be doing stuff like that. Now, this case, they apparently didn't get arrested from what I can tell. I've read 4 or 5 articles, and, you know, no charges have been filed against the agents yet, but they're forwarding the case to the prosecutor, and the prosecutor is going to decide, or the district attorney is going to decide if they're going to move forward with charges or not. I bet you they do wind up catching some charges because, 1, they're in California. That's strike 1. 2, they shot at a fleeing subject. If somebody is running from you, they are not a threat to you. Period. It just... Unless they're holding a weapon in their hand that they are trying to use on another person while they're fleeing, you have no business using deadly force. Get your fat ass up and run after the guy. Don't get in a high-speed pursuit, though. That's not your place. We're not the police. Call the real police when that starts happening. Don't put yourself in a position for these things to happen. I never leave my vehicle running. I never leave my keys in the ignition when I'm out bounty hunting. I always lock my doors. I always make sure the last team member is out so I can lock my doors. Because there's things in my vehicle I don't want somebody to be able to get to use against me, much less take control of my vehicle. I mean, not even the cops shoot at people that flee in cop cars. And they got automatic weapons in some of their vehicles, you know? Like, come on, guys. We can do better than this. You guys stop hiring cowboys because, yes, they'll do the job faster and cheaper, but they're costing you your business. They're costing me my business. That's all for now. Ben the Bondsman, signing out. Remember, bail bonding isn't what I do, it's who I am. And I'll protect it at all costs.